And bonjour, this is Bruno Larvol. I'm here with Sweta Agrawal. Sweta, happy Diwali to you.
Thank you, Bruno. Thank you so much.
We might even hear a few crackers in the background. Thank you for taking a break from the celebration, and hopefully just after the 15 minutes together, you can join back all of the celebration over there in Hyderabad, which is where you're based, right?
Bangalore.
So you're listening to the Larval CLIN podcast. It's episode number 4. Once a week, we review the product that Sweta, myself, and our colleagues are building. We love the concept of building public and sharing as we build that platform, our challenges, our plans, our dreams, and with you live, perhaps even getting your feedback. So as you're listening to us, please don't hesitate to leave a message. Our producer Shahir Sheikh is there. Will tell us if the message arrived, and we can answer it. That will make it very interactive. We would certainly appreciate it. We're building it for you. Also, we're building it, and that's one of our slogans: foam, fast and on a mission. So we are trying to move very fast in building new features to that platform. Think about Larval CLIN as the Wikipedia of clinical trial cancer data. So any published outcome, any published data about any cancer clinical trial, our job is to make sure it ends up in CLIN. That's our objective. So today, we have Sweta, who is not only the head of operation at Larval, so she makes everything happen, but on top of that, is also in charge of the conference component of this platform, or Larval CLIN. So I'm going to ask her to first introduce herself very quickly, and then she's going to share screen. We're going to show you how CLIN can be used to cover clinical trial information disclosures at conferences, in particular at ESMO. So maybe say a few words about yourself.
Sure, Bruno. Hello, everybody. Happy Diwali to all of you who are celebrating today. So first, like myself, Sweta, as Bruno said, and I am working with Larvol since like 19 years now. So almost going to complete 2 decades now, Bruno. I have done my PhD in molecular biology, and I am also I have done my diploma, postgraduate diploma in intellectual property, and now working with Larvol as a vice president, global operations.
And you're a rock star. We're very happy to have you here. By the way, there's a little bit of background noise. I don't know if Shahir Sheikh can hear us. I can hear a little bit of distracting background noise. So Shahir,
Yes,
if you can hear us, you can do anything about it. Let's try to adjust that. So if you don't mind, Sweta, share your screen, and we're going to take the example of ESMO, and we're going to show our audience how for ESMO or upcoming, it's going to be SABCS in breast cancer, and then ASH in hematology, how CLIN can help them day to day and create value for them. There's a free version of CLIN, of Larval CLIN, that they can use, and they can use it for non-commercial purpose right now. They don't even need a login. And then there's, of course, a more professional version as well. I can still hear background noise. I don't know if Shahir Sheikh can hear us. There is still some background noise. I'm not sure where it's coming from.
Yes.
Perhaps
it's from my side, Bruno.
We'll have to see.
Yes, it's crackers, Bruno. Sorry for that.
Okay. Oh, these are the crackers. Okay, then that's all right. I was wondering. Then it's absolutely fine. It's unavoidable, and we're just participating to Diwali, and that's a joyful opportunity, of course. Right. So now, as you share your screen and tell me when we can see it, we're gonna take the example of ESMO. Now, I'm going to say a few general things about our platform. Yep, I see it. It comes through.
Great.
So before I give you the baton to walk through ESMO, I want to say that we're covering 35 conferences, 35 conferences in oncology. The platform is only in oncology. And for each of them, we index all the presentations. But the one thing we do that nobody has in covering these conferences is that we have a panel of 5,000 oncologists on X, previously known as Twitter. And with a mix of technology and curation, we align any commentary from them with the actual abstracts and the actual conference. And so that allows us to have a very quantitative measure of what's trending, of what's important at ESMO. And we're the only platform to be able to do that. So I'll give you the baton, and I'm going to stay on mute a little bit and jump in as you present the product that you build with your colleagues.
Sure, Bruno. Thank you. Today we are going to focus on the conference part of our CLIN product. In particularly, we will take ESMO 2024 as an example. So operations team works around the clock when the abstracts or the conference abstracts are released or when the conference happens. We try our best to give the data real time on this platform. So ESMO had around 2,200 abstracts, including late breaking. Team members manually curate each and every abstract and try to find out the clinical trial linked with that abstract. So ESMO had around 1,300 abstracts that were related to clinical trial data release or clinical trial designs. So as soon as this is done and the abstracts are released, oncologists post their sentiments or their reactions on X, formerly known as Twitter, and the CLIN team members cover these reactions by associating them with their respective trial. As a next step, the sentiment analysis is done by artificial intelligence or by AI. We have heard in our last podcast that how AI system works and analyzes these reactions. Our system categorizes the reactions in 4 different categories: reactions which are negative, reactions which are neutral or mixed reactions, positive reactions, and practice impact reactions. So let's take Niagara as the first, as the trial, which is the most commented on trial on ESMO 2024. It had around 100 reactions by oncologists. As you can see, about 60 to 70% of the oncologists were happy and posted positive reactions for this trial. As we go down, we can see all the reactions with their sentiments. Dr. Chori had specifically rated this trial as a SOC or practice impacting. Very few of the oncologists have given negative reactions. Next, second most discussed trial was PEACE-3, which is a P3 trial in metastatic CRPC. For this, we had about 95 reactions. 50% of the reactions were rated as positive or practice impacting. Hardly any oncologist or just one oncologist rated it as negative. On this platform, we also, this page, we provide a link which takes us to the trial details page, or what we call as trial 360 page. Here you can see all the details of the trial. We collect all the data that has been released publicly on several platforms, posters, abstracts, publications, press releases, and any image that has been released publicly on X also. Then we have several of analytics. The first analytics that where we rate the where we uh, uh, rate the trials as based on the volume of the reactions that were posted uh, as the top trials.
Shweta,
Next we have yes.
one thing I really like about that analytic is that it gives you right away a picture, even if I don't know what that trial was about or the data that was released. To me, that data talks to me. If you look at the first one, clearly, nearly nobody said anything negative. Of course, you have a little bit of red, but
Yes,
so
correct.
little. And you have a big dark green component at the end for Niagara. Why? Because it's clearly a practice-changing trial. I don't even know what it is.
Yes,
I know a little bit, but
yes,
I would argue, no doubt, this is practice-changing. The second one, okay, as much more neutral, right? A little bit
yes,
less
correct.
completely negative, but much less neutral. Negative could be because of the cost, by the way. It could be, it works perfectly, but it's expensive, right?
Yes,
Or
correct,
sometimes
Bruno.
there's toxicity. But for the second one, the number of people who talk about practice changing is about a third. So I would argue the second one is either not practice changing, or maybe it's practice informing instead of practice changing, right? And same for the next one, right? And same for
Yes,
the,
Bruno.
right? And then you've got a series of 4 trials that have a big negative components, a big negative components. So I don't know why. I haven't looked at it. I mean, we could click on it, but to me, that data is so striking, so obviously meaning something, that even if the comment of one person would not be statistically meaningful, when you see the amount of commentary from so many people, you know that it means something. And so
Correct,
I'm
Bruno.
very enthusiastic about it. And you see there's one clearly negative trial at the bottom that has a big negative signature. And that one clearly, it didn't work out, right? It didn't
Yeah.
work out. The data, I'm quite certain, were just negative. It did not meet its endpoint.
Yes. So, Bruno, this is the analytics that you like most. We have several other analytics. We have the list of oncologists rated based on the number
But
or the volume of.
what I like about, yeah, sorry, finish your point. I didn't mean to interrupt
Okay.
you.
So, based on the volume of reactions or the comments they are posting, we rate the influencers and put in this analytics.
That always makes me laugh because I know precisely, even if I didn't see the name on the left, I would recognize the 2 red bars. I know exactly what that is. I know who they are, and they're always very critical in a constructive way, usually. But it's striking, of course. And I also know the way other influencers always, are either neutral or always very positive. I see Ong Brother there. I see Peter Gravas, Dr. Gravas there. And so it's so fascinating for me to see the style of each oncologist on X.
Yes, correct, Bruno. So I will jump on to the next analytics, which I like the most. It's kind of heat map, where we are, we have taken the top 20 trials and the list of influencers which have commented on those trials the most. So we have built a matrix, kind of matrix, and we can see which oncologist has uh, posted negative comments for their trials. They may have positive or neutral also, but we have given the color based on the highest or the most or the highest, their sentiments on that trial. So it's a matrix or a heat map kind where we can um, at once see what type of sentiment they have posted for that trial.
And that's clickable, right? You can click through the
Correct.
cell and get to
Yes.
the reaction. And I think when the comment is negative, because it's so important and rare that people say something negative, it actually overrides any other comment they made, right? So if they say two
Yes,
positive things, one negative, we still rate that cell negative because of the bias toward always being positive. So it's more meaningful. A negative answer is always more meaningful in this
yes,
matrix.
yes. Then we have, based on the number of abstracts for a particular product, we have analytics for the top products. So here we can see
And
the Keytruda has the most number of abstracts in ESMO 2024.
Um, and Shura, I know, by the way, we're getting already to the end of our live session in 1 minute or so, but if you can click on the compared to previous years, then you have a longitudinal picture of what was most discussed last year and the year before.
Yes,
So we've got a little bit of a trend line. So we're
right.
gonna leave it at this, and I think we'll have another opportunity to explore other aspects of the platform next time, Shweta. So I wanted to thank you, not only for building this product, but also for joining us today. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you, Bruno.
And
Thank you.
I hope
Thanks for
you go
having me
back
here.
to celebrating Diwali. Thank you for interrupting your celebration for us.
No problem. My pleasure, Bruno. Thank you.